Well, hello, hello. Super excited to be here with you all today. And we are going to talk about goal setting. This was just on my heart last week, and I wanted to bring this up because goal setting is the key to us achieving our goals. We got to have a goal first. So I wanted to just go over some this quick framework that I have for you so you can level up your business and really rock out your dreams because you got goals. All right. All right. So, first thing I want to say, the first thing you got to do is to create a goal. And that goal can really be anything you desired it to be. The key is you want to be better than what you're doing now. So, it's going to be something that you're not doing yet that's really going to take you out of your comfort zone because those type of goals are really going to be what really molds us and grows us to be that best version of ourselves. If we're doing something or we're shooting for something we've already done, that is not a goal. That is really just maintaining. And we don't want to maintain, we want to elevate, right? So think about that when you're doing your goal. So first and foremost, you got to create one first. Then the next thing I am going to share with you is a story. I remember back in when I was in college, I had decided to participate in this bodybuilding competition, y'all. And I had worked out. I've always been a person that worked out. My mom and I used to do Jane Fonda videos back in the day. Now, I don't know if you guys even know who Jane Fonda is. It just depends on how old you are. But yeah, we used to do that all the time. So before I go further into the story, if you're watching, I would love for you to type in where you're from and your name, so we'll know who's connecting with us tonight. We're on several different channels and just super excited to be here with you all. But when I was growing up, my mom and I used to do Jane Fonda tapes down in the den, and as a result of that physical activity, working out was has always been a part of my life. I don't feel right unless I work out. So I wanted to level up my fitness regimen by participating in a bodybuilding competition. So this was no joke, y'all. I mean, talking about taking you out of your comfort zone. It was eating differently. It was working out twice a day. There was even some days I actually like ran in the snow. And I was just so fully commitment. And this was like I think I started in August, if I remember, August as the school year started, and the competition wasn't until February. So I did this regimen until then. And it was just working out all the time. And I remember I had one junk meal a week. So with all the different commercials, it would be anything from a pizza to some hamburger I saw on the TV. It would be because it was just like the whole time it was just like the food was talking to me through the commercials because I knew I couldn't have it. But I knew that on that Saturday, it was always a Saturday night when I did it. Now, granted, I can tell you that after I ate all that junk, I felt horrible, but it tastes so good going down. But that was just one example that I created a goal and I walked it out. I mean, I walked it out and I actually won the competition, ironically. So you're looking at Miss Virginia Tech 1997. So super excited to share that with you. So the first thing with goal setting, you got to have one. Okay. The second thing about goal setting is you got to have somebody that you can share it with. And this person is a cheerleader of you. This is not somebody that's going to tell you you can't do it and you crazy for even trying it. You want somebody that's going to really be a cheerleader for you. So the person that I told about my wanting to do this bodybuilding competition was my brother because he had already done something similar to this before. So I knew that when I shared that with him, that he would root me on and that he would understand the trials and tribulations that I would go through as a result of doing this. So that's what I did. I shared it with my brother. So I was super excited about doing that. So you got to share it with somebody. Then the next thing was you have to give your goal a deadline. So, like I said, I had started this bodybuild competition in August of, I guess it had to be 96. I was in grad school when I was doing this. So, in addition to working out all the time, I was in, excuse me, I was in grad school and I had, I believe I had a part time job. So, I had a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, it was just a lot of stuff going on, school, work, and working out. So, the goal was the competition in February. I think it was like February 1st, if I remember it right. And I still have the trophy. I actually have the trophy that that says that I'm Miss Virginia Tech. You guys are talking to Miss Virginia Tech 1997. So I was just super excited about that too. So I had the goal. I had somebody I was sharing with that was cheering me on. I also had the deadline because you want to have a deadline. When you don't have a deadline for your goal, it is a wish. So you want to make sure that you have that deadline. And then I had to have somebody to hold me accountable for my goals. And at that particular time, I had a trainer who I worked out with. He basically gave me my regimen. He gave me my meal plan. So that was who I was accountable to because I think I met with him weekly, if I remember right. So I had him that I was always reporting to. So it was always me seeing him and he would tell me, "Oh, Inga, you're doing better," because he would do measurements. He would also figure out what my percentage of fat was. So as I was, where I started off, I had my before picture and I had my after picture, and I was just so dazed, glazed, and amazed by all of the changes that were happening. And there were small changes, but I could see the changes happen. I could definitely see the progress. And it was just definitely as a result of me working with him and we tracking what was going on and helping me just reach that goal. So one of the things that I noticed that kept me going was starting small. So initially, I believe I had to run 3 miles, but I didn't start off running 3 miles because I wasn't running like that. So I had initially, I think I had started off walking, and then I maybe ran 1 mile, and then as my endurance built up, it ended up being 3 miles to the point that I was actually running in the snow. So you want to make sure that you're starting off small and you're not doing something that's really going to be overwhelming, something that you can really be consistent with. Because if you go big, too big, you're going to do it a little bit and then not be consistent with it. So you always want to make sure that you're doing something that you can truly be consistent. So that is why I did that when I did it. I don't know why I keep yawning like that. I must really be tired. But anyway, and then, of course, you want to be able to track your progress. And that's what I was telling you about, that those weekly meetings that I had with my trainer. He was always there checking me, doing my body fat, taking my measurements so I could see the evolution happening as I continue to work out. And that's what really motivated me because I could see the progress. And I think that's really important, that if you don't track your numbers or whatever you're trying to achieve, whether it's you're trying to achieve a certain income level, or you want a certain number of people on your email list, or you're working to see how many leads that you're getting and how many people are signing up for your workshops, or even your social media following. You want to make sure that you're actually looking at the numbers, because the numbers are not going to lie, and they're going to really let you know what you've done each week. And those small wins are going to equal up to, excuse me, excuse me. All right, so a bigger win. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. Another thing that I did was, and I think this is something that I've learned in business, is that we have these deadlines at times, and for whatever reason, we may not necessarily reach the deadline in our allotted time frame. But delay does not mean denial. So I want you to remember that you can change the date. I mean, because at the end of the day, people just say, "Did you do it?" They don't care how long it takes, right? I remember when I was in school, It took me 5 years to graduate with my mechanical engineering degree. So one of the things, I felt bad. I had several people tell me that they were graduating in 4 years, but I knew as an engineer that would be me taking 18 hours of engineering courses, which would be crazy insane. Okay. So I took an extra year to finish it up. But now that I have my degree, nobody's going to ask me, well, how long did it take you? They don't care about that. They just want to know that you did it. So just know that when it comes to your goals, that you don't have to do it in a certain amount allotted time. That is, as long as it's done, is what matters. Okay. So just remember that delay does not mean denial, for sure, for sure. And then after you do it, girl, it's time to celebrate. It's time to party. One of the things I would love to treat myself to was a massage. There's nothing like a great massage. And you just have those different wins, because that's what's going to keep you going too, when you're able to actually treat yourself. And, maybe it's a mani pedi, or maybe it is you get your hair color, or whatever it is that you value, that you want to treat yourself to. It's going to be different for everybody. So you choose what that gift to yourself will be when you achieve your goal, and then do it. After you get it done, you definitely got to treat yourself. So just to go over this goal setting framework, first and foremost, you got to have a goal. If you don't have a goal, there's nothing to reach out for, right? You got to do that. You want to have somebody that's a cheerleader, that's going to cheer for you. You also want to have somebody that's going to hold you accountable. So in addition to cheering, you want somebody to hold you accountable. You want to start small, and the key word is start. So you don't have to do really huge things to make it rain. Just do something to actually push yourself into action. You want to track your progress so you can celebrate those small wins, because those small wins are going to be what equates to the big win. You want to revise the date if you need to. If it doesn't happen in the amount of time that you thought it was going to happen, because often I see entrepreneurs are very optimistic. So things may not happen as quickly as you would like them to. So when that happens, just change the date, because delay does not mean denial. And then last but definitely not least, when you reach it, girl, celebrate. Do something, treat yourself good, and know what the celebration is going to be when you start. I think you definitely need to do that in the beginning, so you can definitely love on yourself and just treat yourself to really something good and something great. Now that I have shared that with you, girl, I want to make sure that you know about our new workshop that's coming up. It is the Never Run Out of Leads live workshop. It's going to be held on October 24th. It's going to be a virtual event that's going to be conducted via Zoom. So if you are interested in that, and I know you are, because it's going to be the donbomb.com. If you are just sick of tired of working or waiting for referrals, and you want to take control of your business narrative, you gotta be at the workshop, girl, because we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Where referrals can be a source of leads for you, but not the only source, because oftentimes I'm hearing people tell me that their referrals are drying up. So I want to help you have more of an active approach to your lead generation. And that's why I created the workshop, because I'm getting so much feedback from my community and others telling me how the referral stream is running dry, and the word of mouth stream is running dry. And they're really not sure how to find the people that want what they have. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. One of the things that we're going to talk about is really defining what your brand persona is. If you don't know what that is, that's even more of a reason why you need to come to the workshop and get it done. And then last but definitely not least, we're going to help you understand how to do market research. After you know who you're looking for, how you can really find out what's keeping them up at night, so you can really create products and fulfill the needs that they need, so they can reach their desired promised land with your proprietary framework or your system that you have created to help them get there faster, because you've done it before them. And now that you know what to do, you want to lessen their learning curve so they can get it done too. So again, the live workshop, I will drop it in the comments so you guys will have it. It is you can go to ingafay.com, and it is workshop hash sign live. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a banner of it right here. That way you will have it, and you will not have to wait for me to put it in the chat. I'm just going to put it on the screen. It's going to be workshop dash live. So that's where you want to go, so you can get to the workshop. Oh, come on now, show. Okay, so that's the actual workshop right there. ingafay.com workshop um, dash live. So go there, check it out, register. If you register by this coming Sunday, at the time that I'm doing this, you're going to get a free download of an outreach tracker that's really super valuable. It'll help you track your lead communications. It'll help you track your client communications. It's going to help you track your speaking gigs, so you can continue to be more visible and expand your reach. So go to that website, check out the tracker, and we will and get the tracker for free, 99, when you sign up by Sunday. Okay, that's Sunday the 13th. All right. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.